Hey everyone, and welcome back to IDEANTHRO Movement. On today's episode, we are discussing the fact that in our day-to-day lives, we should feel relaxed and at ease in our bodies. Now, this episode is inspired by, again, another recent social media post that I saw, coming out this time from a group that are very much advocates of good posture. Now, we'll address the concept of is there such a thing as good posture, or exactly what that is in a future episode of IDEANTHRO. And we don't actually necessarily agree with everything this particular group advocates. Again, as I mentioned in the last episode, we are not mentioning groups by name because this isn't about a, haha, you said this thing wrong sort of situation. This is a, look, here is something that we saw. Let's discuss this and let's pick this apart. But what we want to talk about today, rather than picking apart, okay, well, what's good posture and bad posture? This group made a really good point in a post, which is that with what they call good posture, and I would just talk about just more generally throughout life, we should feel relaxed and at ease in our bodies, right? When we are in good position. So I'm not talking about necessarily when you're out there and exerting yourself in a physical task, although there are elements of you want to, for whatever task you're doing, exert yourself as least as possible. But we're not talking about when you're doing a task. We're talking about just generally moving throughout life. We should feel relaxed and at ease. The human body, if it is adopting a posture that is good and healthy for us, note I didn't say good posture, I said a posture, suggesting that there are multiple good postures we can adopt. But if you are adopting a good posture for the situation that you're in, then you should feel relaxed and at ease because the body can stack nicely to the point where we need very, very little effort to maintain that good posture. The challenge here is that when we go outside of those positions, suddenly the body has to start working over time. We start to feel this tension in the body from our muscles working to hold us in a less than idealized position. There are a couple of things that we should take away from this. One of these, and the first one, ties back to the previous episode about delayed onset muscle soreness. Because it hints at the fact that if we should, when we adopt a good posture and position, feel relaxed, right? Feel able to, yeah, I'm at ease. I'm in a good position, but I'm at ease. Now, this isn't taking heaps of effort to hold this. Then the point should be, well, if your training's leaving you sore and permanently beat up, is that really a natural state for you to be in? Probably not. Probably not at all. So it's just a little guide here. It's just pointing out the fact that, look, the resting state for a human being should be at ease and relaxed. And when I mean a resting state, I don't mean lying down on your bed. I mean when you're not exerting yourself doing a particular task. So if you're lying, sitting, standing, walking, in all of these situations, the ideal resting state that we're after is a relaxed and at ease position. And if you're not able to achieve that in those situations, then maybe, just maybe, there's something else going on. Maybe it's a postural situation. Maybe it's a, I overdid it with my training the other day. Now I've got DOMS. That's probably not a good thing. Coming back to that postural situation, the other thing that it points out here is that let's say that someone has identified that there's something a little weird about your posture. Maybe you've got too much of a crink in your neck. Maybe your hips are rotated forward. Maybe you've got too much sway in your lower back, which frankly, those are all actually manifestations of very similar problems or sometimes the same problem. Not always though. If you're in that situation, and if the goal is to get ourselves to a posture that is relaxed and easy, and hold ourselves here, no dramas, then does trying to tighten something to pull ourselves into that position make a lot of sense? So, for example, let's say that you've got slightly hunched over shoulders. Let's say you got slightly too rounded back. The traditional fitness industry approach to deal with this might be to loosen out the stuff on the front that's probably tight. But then it's to be like, okay, I want you to hold your shoulders back the whole time. We're going to do these exercises to strengthen the upper back. And then I want you to hold your shoulders back. That's missing the point, because that's adding more tension to the system. And our goal isn't to create a system that's in the right position but tense as. Our goal is to create a system that's in the right position and just subtly, nicely relaxed. Same thing is if you go to a physio or someone and like you don't have appropriate core activation, trying to fix that by constantly walking around and tucking your tummy in misses the point as well, because suddenly we're putting all this tension into the system through the tummy, trying to hold ourselves straight. So none of this in this episode is saying, this is the way that we should do things, but it's just pointing out the flags that the goal here in terms of posture and living our daily lives is to be relaxed the whole time, to feel loose and at ease and relaxed. And if you're not, then you can use that as an indicator to be like, okay, well, these things that I'm doing, this training or this thing that I'm trying to do to get my posture right, is that quite working? Because I want the relaxation, I want to be in good, healthy positions. Again, there's no such thing as one right posture, but there are positions in any given situation that are much healthier than others. So if I don't have both of those two things going on at the same time, if I don't have a healthy position and I'm not feeling relaxed in that position, I probably missed the mark. And you can use that as a signpost to then go and be like, okay, what's going wrong here? And that's the episode. Thank you for tuning in, as always, to IDEANTHRO Movement. If you enjoyed this episode, if you got something from it, give us a like or a subscribe. If you want to know more about what we do at IDEANTHRO Movement, you can go to ideanthro.com/movement. If you are interested in coming down to our real world facility and training with us, you can come for a free trial and check it out. You go to ideanthro.com/free-trial. And if you just want to get in touch, maybe suggest some content for an episode, ideanthro.com/connect. Okie dokie. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.